And we are in the last day before Halloween, and you know what that means? It's Mischief Night tonight. Ooh, where all the teenagers who are too old to get candy go out and be mad about the fact that they can't get candy, and toilet paper people's houses, and egg people's houses, and smash pumpkins, and do all that crazy nonsense. We'll roll that intro and get right into it. Hello and welcome to the 31st episode of the National Holiday Podcast, and it is Mischief Night tonight. My name is Noah Mano, and I'm going to walk you through this night before Halloween as all these pranks happen and go about, so you can prepare for tonight when all of this will happen. We are ready to play pranks on folks around us in a healthy way. Sure. Enjoy it, have fun, and share a healthy laugh with everyone, even the subjects of your pranks. Entertain your neighborhood with silly, funny, and innocent pranks, strictly for laughs. Yeah, I highly doubt that's how most people will celebrate this. But anyway, let's see what they got for facts about it. 1790, a school play concludes with an ode to fun and mentions Mischief Night in glowing terms. That's its earliest reference. 1980s, the holiday is marked by severe acts of vandalism and arson, jeez, leading to the media dubbing it Devil's Night. Yeah, I've heard of that. And on that night in 1986, Detroit imposing a curfew for anyone less than 18 years of age. Wow, so yeah, 6 years later, they were just like, yeah, okay, teenagers, get out of here. Actually, it's even adults at that point. Oh no, for anyone less than 18 years. Yeah, so it is. Them teens. October 30th, 1991, over 130 instances of arson are committed during Mischief Night in New Jersey. Why are people lighting stuff on fire? Like, I'd be upset if I was living in a house and it got covered in eggs or toilet paper, but come on, people lighting fires to things? Like, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, October 2015, the Merseyside police step in to tackle known trouble spots in Liverpool City on Mizzy Night, as the holiday is known there. Mizzy Night. Like mischief, but like cutified, I guess. It's also Haunted Refrigerator Night. The picture is of a pumpkin in a fridge. Probably a good idea. Stick all your pumpkins and stuff in your fridge so that they don't get smashed on Devil's Night. There's nothing more terrifying than old moldy food in the fridge, and that is why Haunted Refrigerator Night on October 30th is such a great holiday, night for ghostly occurrences and hauntings. The night fits right into the spirit of the Halloween festival, which is the next day. So it's Mischief Night, Cabbage Night, or the Night of the Devil, and is a fun way to remove the lurking dangers lying in wait in the back of your fridge. In 400 BC, ancient Persians invented a system to make ice in winter and store it through the summer in a hot desert climate, no less, to be used for multiple purposes, including food preservation. 18th century, English servants store ice in underground rooms where it is flannel wrapped and packed with salt to keep it frozen until summertime. 1806, the founder of Tudor Ice Company's success in exporting ice from frozen New England ponds to hot countries all over the world makes him one of the richest Americans of his time and earns him the nickname Ice King. Early 1860s, Americans are introduced to the early version of the refrigerator, the icebox, and they become common devices among the middle and upper classes. In the early 1910s, the first home refrigerators are considered a luxury for even the wealthiest Americans. Then companies like Whirlpool introduce the single units, which require less installation and maintenance. I'm curious how much people throw away or find moldy food. I one time found a moldy sandwich from a trip that I had taken where I went to Tim's and only ate half the sandwich at one point. And so I was like, I'll just save it for the rest of my camping week, and then never ate it while camping. And then it just somehow got schlepped with my stuff back into my room and stored under my bed for 6 months. I didn't even have to open the bag. I just knew. I was like, I found a bag of a Tim's bag under my bed and was like, that's the sandwich. I'm just going to throw it out. I'm not even going to look at it, which was probably good because it would have probably sent mold fumes everywhere. Also, to keep up with the spooks, it's National Candy Corn Day. Gross. What do we got about this? 1898, the second generation of Golet's candy makers starts a candy corn business. 1940s, companies begin using clear cellophane bags to keep their candy corn fresh. 1997, a Halloween special of Sabrina the Teenage Witch air calls a river of candy corn runs through it. And Sweet Producer in 2016 annual production in the US is 35 million pounds. Gross. Disgusting. National Publicist Day, we got also to appreciate and acknowledge the work public relations professionals do to ensure proper communication reaches the world in today's hyper-opinionated world where rumors and fake news spread faster. We need publicists to tell us in, or to let us in on the truth straight from the horse's mouth. But how do we know that the publicists are telling the truth? Dun dun dun. 2015, Jordana Stefan, a celebrated publicist, decides to dedicate the day to acknowledge and appreciate the work publicists across the world do. October 30th, 2020, the National Publicist Day turns 5, and there are events worldwide to celebrate the occasion. Or were there? I don't actually know. Could that be fake news? Dun dun dun. National Speak Up for Service Day is an event specially organized to recognize the contribution of the youth towards community service. This day also recognizes the need to tell others how important youth contribution actually is to various causes. We see and accept how much influence young people have on our environment. The 1920s to 1940s, the youth in the U.S. grows more concerned about issues that affect them, and this period sees multiple student movements launched across the nation. 1960, 4 young African-American students are denied service at Woolworth's lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina, and are asked to sit in a segregated section. So they sit in it as a protest, and this movement spreads to college towns throughout the south of the U.S. November 17th, 1989, students from Czechoslovakia protest the communist regime, staying peaceful even as police advance on them, and 11 days later, the Communist Party relinquishes power. 2014, Mandan Lions Club founds this day after Lions Club internationally successfully runs a public speaking contest for 11 years. I feel like I mentioned Lion Club in a previous podcast, because I remember they had these things at like the mall where you could put loonies in and then they'd like spin around before falling into like a giant thing of coins, I imagine, which would then be taken as donations, but like I haven't seen those in probably over a decade now. National Text Your Ex Day. Oh boy. Whether you usually do the breaking up or the one who's broken up with, National Text Your Ex Day doesn't discriminate. So get on your phone, think of something you want to say, and participate in National Text Your Ex Day. I mean, I guess I technically already succeeded in that because I have multiple exes and some of them are still my friends. So I did happen to text one of them today. So there we go. But this seems to be very odd. Why? This doesn't seem like a good idea in all for the majority of people. 1536, Anne Boleyn, second wife of King Henry VIII, was beheaded after he accused her of treason. However, the unfortunate truth is because she wasn't able to give birth to a male heir. Yeah, don't think that can be on the woman who has 2 X chromosomes to produce a male heir. Don't think that's her. So I wouldn't call that an unfortunate truth is because she wasn't able to do this, because the truth is it's not really on her, but I see what they mean, I guess. The dark truth is because his infamous wandering eye had already wandered to his next victim and he needed a reason to divorce her. Jeez. Okay. Bad. Moving on. 1837, Abraham Lincoln had jokingly agreed to an acquaintance's idea to marry her sister, Mary Owens, after she noticed how heartbroken he was from the death of his late love interest. When Owens then arrived in town thinking she was engaged, Lincoln had to write a very awkward letter telling her she would not like living in the state capital. Oh? 1996, Splitsville for Princess Diana and Princess Charles, a royally ugly divorce. What? Like, these aren't like people texting their exes back. This is just like relationship drama over the ages. 2014, a tattoo proved to be a bad omen. Nick Cannon, who was married to Mariah Carey, got her first name tattooed across his back. They would divorce 2 years later. Okay, I wouldn't call that a bad omen. Like, 2 years, I don't think that's exactly related, but, you know, whatever. National Checklist Day. Ooh. Pride yourself on your organization skills and put a check mark next to this day, a cherished holiday which keeps our lives together. The more complex our lives get, the easier it is to make mistakes. Today we celebrate the humble checklist as the innovative tool that has stood the test of time. And in 2009, writer and surgeon Atul Gawande writes a book detailing how surgeons and educators need checklists to help patients and students. 2010, Thomas R. Huar, a Louis School administrator, wrote an article in an academic publication, Educational Leadership, which explored the different ways to innovate education by using checklists in instruction and to measure student progress. After that, we got okay, this one's a bit interesting. So we're going to see, it says it's obscure and a weird national holiday. We'll see how this one goes. Create a great funeral day. You wouldn't need to dread not knowing how to organize your loved one's funerals. On Create a Great Funeral Day, you can also let others in on how you would like to be sent off. Oh, I see. So it's like planning ahead. Likewise, it is essential for you to know how your near and dear ones want to bid their final farewell. Oh, nifty. So this is just like a kind of, what's it called? I feel like there was another day about this earlier that we might have gone through, which is kind of like making it more comfortable to talk about death and things like that. Just like to be aware of it and make it not such a stigma to talk about things like that. But yeah, so this is just like, this is how, if I die, this is how I want to go out. 1988, Stephanie West Allen is completely undone as she arranges her husband's funeral amidst the grief of his untimely demise. 1998, 10 years later, she finds herself at a similar juncture when she watches her husband struggle to put together a decent funeral for his mother. Wait, what? Huh? She, like, a second husband then? It doesn't ever give the husband's name and says that she's at his funeral, but then 10 years later, he's arranging his mom's funeral? What? Okay. 1999, she decides to register October 30th as Create a Great Funeral Day to prompt loved ones to sit together and talk about what kind of funeral they want. See, that's a good thing to do. October 30th, 2000, the first Create a Great Funeral Day is observed across the US and Canada. And now it is time for some birthdays. First off, we got Balin Levine, who is turning 21. He's a YouTuber. I see. The first picture on Google is like him posing with someone else, but it's cropped in a weird way that you can only see the other person. So I was like, who is this guy? He looks similar, like he might have been in some Vines of sorts. I can't really recall where I would recognize him from. But his most recent videos say falling with crutches prank. Oh, okay. Pranking a private golf instructor. Okay. And shoulder tapping prank in the library. It's not even like that creative. Sorry, Balin. I'm just not a fan. Pranking a private golf instructor might be fun. But like falling with crutches prank, people are going to probably be very concerned for you and just kind of you're just kind of stressing them out. And shoulder tapping prank? Really? Come on, man. Come on. All right, we got Devin Booker, 25, who is an American professional basketball player. Ooh, does it say what he plays? For the Phoenix Suns of the National Basketball Association. He's the son of former basketball player Melvin Booker. There you go. And he is number 1 / shooting guard and small forward. I don't know what any of those terms mean. Number 1 I'm guessing is like his number, but shooting guard and small forward. Who knows? We also got A.O. Balls turning 25. The first thing on Google for them is actually the website where I got this from. So let's see who they are. They're a YouTube star and dancer and YouTuber who is known for having co-founded the Ao and Teo channel alongside his brother Mateo Balls. They gained a fan base on both Instagram and YouTube for their live dance videos and personalized choreography. There you go. We also got Diego Maradona, who is an Argentine football player, turning 1960 to 2020. So he passed away last year. He was number 10 and was a midfielder / SSC Napoli. I don't know what that means. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's also a manager, I think it just said as I closed that tab. We also got Ivanka Trump turning 40, former senior advisor to the President of the United States. And she was a senior advisor in his administration, Donald Trump's administration, and also was the director of the Office of Economic Initiatives and Entrepreneurship. There we go. Ashley Graham, turning 34, is a model, born in Lincoln, Nebraska, United States. It's not really much information here. It does look like she has a YouTube channel, though. How I Manifested My Dream Life. Megan Thee Stallion and Ashley Graham eat hot food and talk big secrets. Is that what it says? Talk big what? Talk big what? No, mousing over it doesn't show me the full title. Talk big ... Maybe it is just saying that they talk big. That could be it. There we go. Then we got Hardstop Lucas, who is a Vine creator. I remember him. Most of his start with a little bit of thing and then end with him just screaming or yelling. They're pretty good, but I tried to watch a compilation once and it got a bit hectic really quick because it's just a lot of yelling, but in small doses. Pretty funny guy. He's turning 25. We also got Matthew Morrison, 43, American actor known for Glee. Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. The musical Grinch. Okay. What to Expect When You're Expecting, and The Greatest Dancer. There you go. Okay, now on to our segment of random Wikipedia stuff. We got in 637, Arab-Byzantine Wars, Antioch surrenders to the Rashidun Caliphate after the Battle of the Iron Bridge. 758, Gongzhou is sacked by Arab and Persian pirates. 1863, Danish Prince Wilhelm arrives in Athens to assume his throne as George I, King of the Hellenes. 1941, President Roosevelt approves $1 billion in Lend-Lease aid to the Allied nations. And for our special birth in 1857, Georges Gilles de la Tourette, French-Swiss physician and neurologist who passed away in 1904, the namesake of Tourette syndrome, a neurological condition, I guess this was named after him. There we go. Tourette syndrome, a neurological condition characterized by tics. His main contribution in medicine were in the fields of hypnotism and hysteria. Ooh, interesting. And that's all we got for today. So, as always, stay safe. I don't really know what to say for stay the second thing. Probably just be careful tonight if you're going out and causing a ruckus. But yeah, and see you tomorrow. You'll be hearing back from me then, and it's Halloween. Spooky, spooky. Let's go.